I've been a minimalist for a really long time now, and not only am I that, but I'm also very particular about things. So I've gone through a lot of trial and error, and these are, I think, best of the best that I found. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. She's French, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new, my name is Jenna. I'm a French girl based out of California, and I make videos about curating your life French girl style. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel, be a part of my little community here on YouTube, and then if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram is at She's French, so just like the channel. In today's video, I'm finally gonna be showing you guys my favorite closet maintenance items, products, and so on in order to keep my minimalist closet, first off, running so that I can maintain the pieces that I have because they get a lot of wear, but then also so that I can take really good care of them and keep them at their best. I've been a minimalist for a really long time now, and not only am I that, but I'm also very particular about things. So I've gone through a lot of trial and error, and these are, I think, best of the best that I found. So let's get started. First things first are these hangers. You've seen me unbox these hangers, I think about a year or two ago when I first got them in a really old video. I swear by these hangers. These are from Amazon. At the time, you could get a pack of 30 for maybe $30. And I've actually since needed to get a couple more because I use them for my husband Ryan's clothes and my son Zen. They've been sold out for a really long time, but I found, I think, a pack of 14. So I'll link that down below. These are amazing because they don't leave any creases in your clothing where you would normally have a sleeve kind of drop here, and you might be left with a crease from where the hanger poked through, and spoiler alert, those creases don't really go away. This avoids that entirely. I really recommend these if you're hanging up clothing because they do help to be more gentle with them. You have gravity working against you and so on. There's still things that I don't hang, such as sweaters. I don't want the knit to pull down. If it's very lightweight, I will, but overall, these are great for hanging most things, almost everything. They make a huge difference, and also they're very beautiful. The only thing to note with these is that they're a little bit thicker, so you know how the velvet ones will make your closet shrink to like a tiny little thing? These take up a lot of space in the closet, so they work really well for me with my minimalist closet because there's not much there. They work great for Ryan as well because he's also a minimalist, and my son Zen doesn't have a ton of clothing, but if you need to store a lot of clothing, these are a little bit wide. In that same kind of closet category, these are amazing. These are the large boot size shoe boxes from the Container Store. I keep on wanting to say Crate and Barrel. The Container Store. These are great because they can fit most shoes. I think it's really important to have your closet kind of look like a store. That's what I go for because it makes it so much more pleasant when you go in to get dressed and grab your things out of there. It just feels really good. It's a good start to the day. And also I think by kind of displaying your things in a nice way, it kind of mentally pushes you to take better care of them too. So with these being the larger size, while your smaller shoes will not take up as much space, you can put your larger ones to keep everything uniform, and then overall everything looks really well put together. If you were to get the big ones for big shoes and then the small one for small shoes, it would look a little bit mismatched. So I just go for these for everything. Ryan does too. They fit men's shoes, and then they fit my really chunky Balenciagas, for example. I believe that you can also buy these in a set and then individually after, so you don't have to commit to the full set again. If you, for example, just got one new pair of shoes, you don't have to buy another 6 or however many they come in the set. The next thing is a little steamer. This one's from Walmart. I think I paid about $13. It's not the most beautiful one, but I don't really care about that. It wasn't something that I wanted to splurge on. There's definitely some very aesthetic, beautiful ones out there, but realistically, it wasn't such a huge need in my life to have it look good. But steamers are amazing for getting any little creases out of your clothing fast. You don't have to commit to like a full-on like whipping out the ironing table, getting the iron set up, letting it get hot. This heats up really quickly, it gets that wrinkle out really fast, and then you're good to go. I really recommend having one of these. I actually don't have an ironing table and iron. I know there's a time and place where you may need one, but so far this has been really great for me, and I really recommend having just a little steamer just to keep things nice and crisp. Minimalism is all in the details, so I will notice when I have creases on my clothes, and I don't like that, so this really helps save the day. The next item is a lint roller, and this I'm very particular about. I have 2 huskies. They shed a ton of hair, and by the way, if you ever see hair on my clothes, I try my best. It's just nothing is a match for huskies, but this comes pretty close. So this is the lint roller, specifically from the Japanese dollar store DAISO. If you have one near you, I recommend going there in general. It's super cool. I love that store. But these I find are the stickiest lint rollers you can find. They sell them on a different stick, and I have a couple. They're all over the house. That kind of look like a paint roller. These are really heavy duty, and I think these are the best. Literally, the difference in stick is huge. So I recommend trying those. These are great for keeping your clothing hair free. I do my best. Sometimes it's hard, but these are definitely much better. The next portion is going to be a little bit more directed towards products, because I have found some really amazing products for taking care of your items, clothing, whatever. First things first, I wanted to share the laundry soap that I use. This is actually a bag of little soap flakes. It's called SAVON de Marseille, which translates to soap of Marseille, which is a really popular French soap. They're made out of olive oil. They're amazing. They're super gentle on the skin. You can use that soap for literally everything. You can use it as like body wash, face wash. You can do a lot with that, and it's really popular for cleaning products. So this is literally little shaved pieces of that soap. I'm able to find this at a local store near me. I love going there and talking with the guy that runs the store. He's also French, so it's really cool. But it's literally a whole store of that soap, but you can find it online as well. What you do with those is that you boil a large pot of water and you kind of make your own soap. So it'll look like this. This is a repurposed cranberry juice bottle, but it works. This is actually super economical. You can make so much soap from just a little bag of those, or by shaving your own brick of that soap. And most importantly, it's very gentle, not only on the clothing but also on your skin. That one has a really mild scent of just cotton flower. You can get different scents or none. I'm very particular about scents, especially after having been pregnant. Literally everything was off-putting to me while pregnant, and it kind of stuck around, but the more natural the better, just in general. So I really recommend that soap. I love to use it, of course, for regular laundry, but then I also use it when I hand wash clothing. I think it's really good at getting stains out, getting things to smell nice, and just like kind of keep the fabric nice too. I think that's the most important thing. I swear by it. I hand wash all my tops like this because I try to be extra careful, because they have little hardware and things, and they're just more delicate, and that soap is just amazing. And we're now gonna go from one extreme of very natural, nice products to a maybe not so natural product. It is this product that we get at the dollar store. This is actually Ryan's discovery. He swears by this and put me on, and he is so right. So this is $1. It's called the Soy Love Laundry Soil Stain Remover. We use this to clean our shoes. It is so effective for cleaning shoes. It definitely smells very strong. It's completely a different vibe from that really natural soap I just showed you, but it is so good for shoes. So if it's not going directly on your skin, I really recommend it. I don't know all the specifics of this product, but for stain removing on shoes, literally 10 out of 10. So I'll use a little bit of this and then put it on this brush. This is a brush that I got at DAISO. It's kind of like a gentler nail brush so that you're not going too strong on your shoe. So the two together are amazing for keeping your shoes really clean. Like I said, Ryan put me onto this, but it works really well. I swear by it. The next product, after you've cleaned your shoes, you'll want to maintain them, protect them. I've been really happy with this spray that is a stain protectant and water repellent for shoes. This is called Repel by the brand Jason MARKK. I love asking sneakerheads for product recommendations. So this is actually from my friend Erica's brother George. He has a lot of sneakers, so I asked him what product he liked to protect his shoes and he recommended me this one. I'm super happy with it. Thank you, George, if you're watching. But yeah, this one's great. I love the pump. You press it once and it does like the most amazing mist, and it's like really even to put on your shoes. You're not wasting a ton of product applying it, and it's great. I really like it so far. The next product is a classic. It's the good old Tide pen. Oh my gosh, this pen has saved me in so many situations. I forgot how good this pen is. I recently made a huge mistake and ordered some vegan animal fries from a really good place called Plant Power. If you're in California, I really recommend checking it out. They're called the Iconic Fries. They're delicious. If you're not familiar, it's French fries. It's melted American cheese. There's then like a Thousand Island sauce and grilled onions, so it's messy. I took out the box from the bag and a tiny little piece fell on my new white Check Me cardigan. Oh my god. I almost cried because it's really delicate fabric. It's not something that you're putting in the washing machine. It's also not something that I want to be scrubbing at really hard, washing by hand. So I literally didn't know what to do, and when in doubt, Tide pen. So went to the store, grabbed the pen, and it worked perfectly. And since then I've been using it literally all over my house. It's so good for like a little stain, especially on whites. I find that it's so good for that. You'll literally watch the stain disappear in front of you, so this is really good to have in your little maintenance arsenal. I guess that's what I'm calling it. So yeah, that is a must-have. Next up are some leather care products by the brand HAVRE de LUXE. Sorry guys, I don't know how to say this in English. You watched me try these in a video recently where I kind of did a little bag transformation on my Chanel bag. I bought it secondhand, and this is not a bag that you can get new at the store anymore. So when I bought it, I knew there was a couple scratches. I felt like they were not too deep that they were beyond fixing. So these products were really good for that. So in my collection here, I have a little pen that is matched to Chanel's color of black bags. Did that even make sense? That they matched to Chanel's black color. I don't know if that made sense either. Anyway, this is a good color match for their bags, and that's used for any scratches that might pop up. Ideally not scratches that are too deep, but overall it's really good at masking. Then there's a deodorizer that has a really pleasant scent. I was very worried about that. I didn't know what it smelled like, but it's really mild. There's then a cleanser, conditioner, and then a little stain guard. They have a range of different things that you can use to protect designer handbags or any handbag or perhaps shoes that need it. It was actually really hard to find these products. My other option was sending my bag to leather surgeons, and I'm sure they're beyond amazing, and there's definitely a time and place for like sending it to the professionals. And I may consider it in the future if I really want to give my bag a big makeover, but for now I didn't feel like it needed that much extra care. So this was perfect as something that I can do myself to make sure that I keep my bag nice over time. Next up, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things. Are you still here? I'm sorry it's long, but I wanted to be comprehensive because I've really found really good favorites. So next up, for any little microfiber towels, I use these for like my bag conditioning. And then the magic sponges, I think that's what they're called. You can get those for a fraction of the price at DAISO, which is the Japanese dollar store. I have a feeling the regular dollar store would have them, but the Japanese dollar store is just so good. That's where I get these. It's much more economical and they're just as good. So I have a bunch right here that I keep in there, and I'm just ready to go if I need them. All right, last but not least, my last tip is to hold on to any dust bags that you get. Of course, within reason, don't just like accumulate a million dust bags, but dust bags are so good to have around the house, just to kind of, first off, to put things into. I use them to organize my closet a lot. It's really helpful for like random things, like putting your bikini in there and things like that. Maybe things you're not reaching for all the time but you still want to have in your closet. I don't have a winter summer kind of rotation. Everything's just there all year long, so it helps me to stay organized. But I also really recommend having dust bags because they're perfect to use to stuff into your bags. So let me show you. So here's my Chanel bag, and and as you can see, it's nice and plump because I have a couple dust bags in there to keep it in its nice shape. This bag is really prone to creases and it will literally fold on itself if not stuffed. So by stuffing it, it really helps me to maintain its shape and just take really good care of it. So look, I just took one dust bag, put a bunch of other dust bags in the dust bag, and then put it in the bag, dust bag inception. And it's perfect for keeping it nice and upright and stuffed in the closet. I love that little trick. So that was the last thing in my little closet maintenance arsenal. Hopefully that inspired you to build your own. I think it's really nice. It really helps to extend the life of your items. It feels good to go in and take care of your things, and it makes the whole process really nice for yourself because then you feel good when you're putting on your items too. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any really good tricks or like products that you like for taking care of your items. I would love to know. I'm always open to new things and better ways of doing things. So definitely let me know in the comments. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join my community here on YouTube, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys!